All right, Ray, we're here. We didn't do any intro. Number one, the intro is royalty music now. So, like every time we do intro, we can't make money on the podcast. And number two, I just wanted to get right into it. News and notes for the week, man. K4 went off, Elite went off. Uh, awesome fights over the weekend. Pat Mix fought, and we got a little drama at Buma. So let's go through them one after another. So the Elite fights were awesome. We went down to Saratoga.
Yep.
Fights went great. Don Walton had us on the show. We were able to commentate. Abbas had the knockout to end all knockouts. And man, the next show is looking good. And hopefully we got Butch on that card. Then K4. Dude, K4 went off without a hitch. It was probably one of the best shows that we've seen. There wasn't a lot of fights, a lot less than normal. I think we had 9, and every one of them was a banger, man. That we had another knockout that was the end of all knockouts.
Yep.
Man, it was crazy, great show. Keith put another performance on. It was at the M Hotel, first time there. I love the venue. Pat Mix fought. Pat Mix had a hard fight. Um, a lot of people talk some shit about him, but dude, like, go ahead and try and fight in the UFC,
Yeah.
man. It's a lot different. He did it on short notice. He was a little bit overweight. You know, your career is based on wins and losses, but he went out there and he fought the fight. He's been on the shelf for over a year,
Yep.
and he got a little bit of the UFC jitters, man. I thought he looked great in the third round. First round was a little bit tough.
Yep.
At K4, he gifted me his UFC gloves, man, and I literally almost cried. Like the rest of the broadcast wasn't that great for me because I was like emotionally choked up, man.
Yeah.
To see someone from our area do that is just amazing.
I saw in your eyes, K man. I know you were coming back in tears. But I was like, man, I was so happy. I gave you a hug a few times, and
Yeah.
I was happy for you.
Dude, I've worked with so many people. I give up. Like I don't ever ask for nothing. I always say, just give me your first gloves when we made the UFC, and yo, Pat did that, and he gave me
Yep.
a Bellator glove too. Like so, um, man, I love that guy to death, and I wish him the best. And he's gonna be back. I truly believe he's gonna be the 135-pound champion in the UFC. If he fought Marab, I feel like he would submit Marab. It's just it's a tough matchup on short notice.
Yep. And I like what he said, K man. He said he told you like ain't nobody gave him more rounds than you.
Yeah, my brain is feeling it for sure in my jaw.
Yeah.
Once he choked me so hard, my jaw dislocated. That was pretty sweet. Yeah, dude, he's for real. And there's so many different levels of this game. Like Pat Mix is probably I've grappled with elite level grapplers at seminars and stuff, and he's the best grappler I've ever rolled with,
Yeah.
bar none. And man, he's that good. And he'll be back, and
Yep.
he'll be better. His stand up will be better. It is going to be a show next time he fights.
Yep. I agree 100%.
And now we want to get into some controversy about Buma. So I don't. You saw it way first, so why don't you describe what happened, and then we'll break it down.
Okay. So I saw a post from Cedric Ortiz, you know, saying that he was hurt, that he got kicked out of. He didn't say Boomer. He didn't say no names. He said he got kicked out of the gym, but everybody knew who he was talking about. Him and Austin got kicked out, and you know, I was looking through the comments. I seen a lot of bashing of Boomer and Keith, and you know, because we know Cedric, we know Keith, we like them, you know. I like
One
Keith.
hundred percent.
Yeah, you know. So I'm like, you know, I didn't say nothing. Um, I don't know. It was just like I wanted to say something, like not about Ortiz, but like other people that was bashing Keith and the K4. Like it's you gotta, you know. I believe Cedric should not post that. I felt like he should just him and Keith got together and just talk about it, whatever. Because when you post stuff like that, and then it's like one side of the story. Other people come in and start bashing Keith and K4, you know. And then I seen that, so I had to say something, you know. Um,
And man, did you stir up the hornet's nest?
yes,
You're very good at that, Ray.
yes, I know, yeah, I am.
Tom Kilkenny jumped in on this too,
Yep,
and like he posted about it. So I feel like we had to um, sit down and talk about it for a minute
yeah,
because I think we're kind of the voice of the community, and obviously we both work for Keith, and we have a lot of respect for Keith.
yep,
And dude, I have a lot of respect for all the fighters too.
yeah,
Um, to be fair, I had Cedric and Austin in my gym today. We had sparring with Kinetics, so I had them both in today, and we had open gym and we had open sparring. So we went at it, and we all sparred today, and we had a good time, and everything was cool. Um, that being said, I still think what Cedric did by posting that and what Austin did by posting that was not that cool. Cedric did take it down, and Cedric's a very emotional guy, man.
yeah,
He was actually literally really hurt by it. It wasn't an anger
yeah,
thing from him. It was like a feeling thing. And
yes,
I understand what Cedric was saying. I feel for him, man, because
yep,
he didn't want to start this whole thing, and he didn't say boom on purpose because he was trying not to start anything.
right,
And it turned into this whole giant drama now. And now I feel like we need to sit down and we need to talk about it a little bit.
yeah,
So this is not throwing shade at Cedric and Austin. Like I understand their side, I understand Keith's side, I understand what's going on with K4 and FCP. Kind of get the whole thing. So we're gonna break it down step by step, and please let us know what you guys think too. Like we're not the end all be all of everything, but this is just our opinions, and I think like all the opinions should be out there, not just the guys that are upset about sparring. So to let everyone know what happens, hey Carol, it's good to see you. Um, Josh Rickard's mom. Uh, that's awesome. Josh Rickard's awesome guy. So what happens is on Saturdays, Booma has open sparring for all the gyms. They don't charge anyone. People come in and they all work out at Keith's place, and either Keith runs it or Josh Reichart runs it or one of the Booma guys runs it. And I've taken my guys there. I've taken our fighters there. I've trained there myself when I had fights coming up, and it's something that they do. And Booma's really active in the community. They have lots of open mats. So um, when there's an open mat, that means it's free to train, right? So if it's free to train, you guys are not paying anything. So this is not a service that Boom is offering. It's a gift that they're giving to the community, right?
right,
So like people, when you give them a gift, sometimes they feel entitled, I think. And as a gym owner, I feel this more and more. Like, I've gone from person that's training to fighter to coach to gym owner. And how I feel has changed along the way. And obviously, when you're fighting, you want as much training as possible. And I get it. But when gym owners let you train for free, they're giving you a gift, And I think that Keith and Booma and Josh Ketchery and Larry and all the guys that own Booma, they're very, very free with their time and energy. And they let a lot of people train there, and they let a lot of people train there for free. Right? Would you agree?
yep, for sure,
So when you're training there for free, if you get hurt or you sue them or there's a problem, that can come back and hit Booma. And I'm on some of the Booma threads, and I see sometimes like when guys fight, like the mats aren't cleaned up good. There's like blood on the mats, or their gear's not cleaned, and like it's a problem at Booma too. Like they do these things, and sometimes the fighters don't take care of everything. And like that's how fighters are. They're in there, they're like training real hard, they're getting beat up, and it's not their gym, so they're like, all right, like I'm off peace.
yeah,
And then the people there are left to clean. And like while it's great for the people training there, it's still a gift. So I think that like these gyms have a right at any time to be like, all right, we don't want you training here. you know.
Yeah.
And so Keith runs a fighting promotion at the same time, K4, and K4 and FCP are having fights on the same day. And I don't know the whole story because I haven't talked with Keith yet. I'm gonna sit down and talk with Keith, but I kind of wanted to do this before I sat down with Keith and really got the lowdown. And I wanted to, just say my opinions and like stick up for Keith because Keith is a hell of a guy, dude. Like he gives so much in the community. He does so much to make K4 great. And there's always stuff going on behind the scenes that other people don't know about. There's stuff I didn't know about that you told me about, man. So like that's so crazy. And there's even stuff that I don't know about, you don't know about, Tom knows about. So like
Right.
there's always stuff going on in the fight community. There's always a lot of drama that we try and keep away from the students and like the general population because like it's not about drama, it's about, like selling the fights and
Yep.
giving people a place to train. So when K4 makes a fight day and FCP is fighting on the same time, of course Keith is going to feel like, man, why are you fighting on their card, not my card? Like I'm not sure what Keith was feeling or what he said. I talked to Cedric today and he said that Keith was cool about it. He didn't say anything mean or it wasn't bad, but he still felt hurt. And then him and Joe Taylor called Keith and they talked it out. So I don't actually know what happened yet. I
Okay.
will find out, but I'm just saying what I think right now and like what I feel cross training is. Um, like there's not a right to cross train at gyms. This is something that gyms give us. I know people want the right to cross train everywhere and they think like, oh, we should be able to train everywhere. And if you're paying for it, you should be able to train everywhere, right? Like I don't think a gym should be able to tell you, oh, you can't train there, right?
Right. If you're
But a
paying
gym
for
should
it,
be like,
yeah.
you can't train here for free, right? So like if they charge like $15 or $20 to come in and spar, then if Keith kicked him out, I think it would be like a huge problem,
Right.
right? But
Right.
it's free, right? Like
Yep.
why would you give something for free? Like I understand both sides of it because like Cedric and Austin are just trying to fight. They're trying to grow their careers. They're like, well, we fought in your card before, we're just fighting wherever we can get fights. And like I understand that, but at the same time, it's like you're training to fight on another show,
Right.
right? Like, so why would you let someone train at your gym for free? That's going to make another show look better.
Yep.
Like I get both sides of it,
I, I,
and it's free.
yes. When stuff is free, it's like if you go to Burger King, right? If I buy a Whopper, I'll buy a Whopper, get one for free, right? Burger King could stop that promotion or stop that giving the other Whopper for free. They could stop anything they want, right?
No, basically it'd be like if you're going to Burger King and they give you free Whoppers, and go to McDonald's and pay for a Whopper.
Yeah. Oh, buy Big Mac.
Yeah, well, like you buy a Big Mac. I'm sorry, I don't know which one's which. I'm sorry, dog.
Caveman not a fast food eater.
Yeah, but it's like, well, Burger King's hooking you up and they give you free Whoppers all the time, and then you go to McDonald's, you pay for it, and
Yeah.
then Burger King doesn't get anything out of you. And
Yeah.
I felt that way as a gym owner a couple times. Never really. It hasn't really. I don't have a lot of other interests going on besides for getting my guys better. So generally, when I let people train, it's really to make my fighters better. Like I let people come and train um, for free to help my fighters get better. But I wouldn't like just let them come train for free all the time. I have drop-in fees and I charge drop-in fees. Like Boomla's way better than me. They let people train there for free all the time, and they hook other people up to trying to grow the community. I'm not trying to grow the community, dude. I'm trying to grow my pocketbook.
Yep.
So like if it's not growing my pocketbook, it better be making my fighters better,
Yeah.
and because they're paying to get better. They're paying me to help me out, and
Yep.
sometimes I can't give them what they need, so I need to bring in other bodies for them, and I do that. Like I bring in big people for Austin. Um, I help out Keith, like Keenan Hines trying to fight on K4, so I brought people in for him to spar today. That's why I brought in like Austin today to like give Keenan some rounds and give the Kinetics guy some rounds because they got big people too.
Yeah.
I bring Austin and I bring those guys in to train with my dude, your cousin Adam, because
Yep.
Adam's a big guy and needs big bodies. I let bigger guys train for free. I let guys like very experienced college wrestlers come in and train for free because they make the room better, you know.
Yeah.
And but that's for me. I'm using that. I'm not like giving away something for free. Keith is doing something different. He's like helping people get better for free all the time. Every
Yeah.
gym goes there, like WNY goes there, like every gym I can think of goes there and trains. Integrity, like everybody does. So he's doing like a big service, and I think people don't recognize what they're getting for free. And then like it really bothered me how many people came on and bashed Keith about it, right? Like, oh, they should let people should let people cross train for free. Keith's not saying his people can't train anywhere. Keith's not saying like other people can't train there. Like he's like you're actively working against my product. Why would I let you train for free to get better? At least that's what I take from it. I'm not sure because I haven't talked with Keith yet.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, people was bashing Keith, Boomer, K4. Uh, Even a guy was like, "Oh, let's boycott K4." I'm like, "Dude, you nuts? You live in Florida."
Yeah. We'll get into Carlos in a minute. I want to like separate that because that's a whole different conversation. I
Yeah.
do want to get into that too because I
Okay.
don't really like that, and there's a whole thing behind that. But what do you think about what's going on? I know that you really stood up for Keith. I know that Tom stood up for Keith. A lot of people stand up for Keith, but
Yeah.
I was surprised about how many people in the community didn't stand up for Keith.
Yeah. I was surprised about that. Because like I said, was telling everybody, it's two sides to a story. You're just hearing one side. You got to hear both sides. You got to have one point of view and another point of view. And I couldn't believe it, man. It was just people. Just I guess people just want to bitch about everything nowadays. But
Yeah.
um, you know, eh, I had to say something. Like I said, I had to say something. I couldn't take it no more. I like Cedric. I love Austin. I love Keith, and I see both sides. Like I said, I see both sides, but people got to hear both sides of the story, and everybody just judging on one side of the story and trying to bash another person. That ain't right, in my opinion.
Yeah, I took a day and I pondered what I wanted to say about it, and I really thought about it a lot. And like Keith can be wrong too.
Yep,
I don't think that Keith is like an infallible person. We're all humans. We can all make
yep.
mistakes. But I can definitely see his side on this. Like as a gym owner, I definitely get it. It's a real. Go ahead.
Oh, I was about to say, and that's another thing about that is because a lot of people are not gym owners, so they don't see the gym owner side of the story. You know, they quit to judge, and I think they were so quick in this thing here.
I just want to like I don't know how many hours Keith works. I know Keith works a full time job, a
Yep,
part time job at UPS. It's like 30 hours
yep,
or 35 hours, maybe I don't know, but quite a bit of time. He teaches at Puma. He does like all the stuff to get his fighters ready. He goes and does the fights. He's putting on a lot of hours. I don't live his life, so I can't tell you what he does exactly, but I can tell you what I do. I work 45 hours a week at my regular job. I work from 6 p.m. to 11:30 every night at my gym. On Saturdays, I work from 11 at the gym until 4. On Sundays, I work from 10:30 at the gym until 6. And then I do cleaning, I do billing, I do all the advertising, I do all that. I work between 90 and 110 hours a week every week. And from the gym, I make maybe like $700 a month. Like I'm not like it's not a huge money grab, right? And I let people train for free still to help grow the gym and make my people better. And like a lot of people think like all the gym owners are rich. Like when you think like you got to think of how much rent people are paying, how much
yep,
insurance is. Um, like I could, if I didn't have a regular job, I couldn't afford to keep the gym open. My regular job pays for the gym,
yep.
and I teach 25 classes a week. I got like 35, 40 students, and like there's definitely not a lot of money in the gym, and people don't understand. Like Keith is split in like there's Keith, there's Ketry, there's Larry, there's a lot of people that all own part of the Boomba, so all that money gets split up too.
Yep.
Um, K4, like you make money or you don't make money depending on how many people show up. How do you make money? You get people coming to the show that sell tickets, right? And the less fighters you have, the less money your show makes. And I know the competition is heating up between FCP and K4. I don't know why, but they're like having a lot of shows on the same day, and they're really competing against each other. So
Yep.
I'm sure Keith is feeling the squeeze from that too. And if you've never felt the squeeze of like, man, my day to day living is made by if this show makes or breaks it, or if this month makes or breaks it at the gym, like you guys don't understand that. To me, you guys sound very entitled. And I know that sounds like an asshole thing to say, but that's how I truly feel.
Yeah.
Ray's like, yep, you're an asshole.
That's funny.
What are your thoughts on all that? And then we'll get into Carlos because that's like a separate topic, and I want to
Yeah.
talk about that a little bit separately.
So I feel like I got no problems with the FPC. They put on good shows. Keith
FCP,
put on
but
good.
yeah,
Yeah. Huh?
FCP is full contact promotions.
FC. Yeah. Oh, I said something else.
Yeah, that's okay though.
Oh. Okay. So it's money. I mean, I don't understand them. A promotion putting on, in the Western New York area, uh, putting on an event at the same time another promotion is doing that. I don't get that, but at the same time, I understand it's competition. They want to be, I guess, the best in the region, Western New York region, and but I gotta say, I was surprised. I seen a lot of fighters, Western New York fighters, just like dogging K4. You know, I just I don't get it.
I don't really understand either. It's a great opportunity to fight. Like we do a lot to promote the fighters too.
Right.
I give away bonuses. Like I give money out of my own pocket to help these guys too. Like K4 doesn't. I spend more than I make giving away money to the fighters for K4 to try and help you guys. Like I believe in a promotion. I believe in Keith. I think he's doing the right things. He
Yep.
doesn't let mismatches happen. He doesn't let bad things happen. If you don't make weight, you don't get to fight. Like he could adjust stuff. He could lie, and he always does an honorable thing. And we've had a lot of heart-to-heart talks about like things where he did something that was the right thing to do that hurt the show. And I feel for Keith. Like I'm backstage with Keith. He's like a brother to me. So like obviously I'm gonna take Keith's side more than the other people. And but like I understand the other thing too. Like everyone should feel free to fight where they want to fight. And like I don't think that's what we're saying. Just you should be able to you could fight wherever you want to fight. You fight for FCP,
Yeah.
fight for Gladius, you could fight like all over the place. Like it doesn't matter where you fight. I'm just
Yeah.
saying you shouldn't expect free stuff from Keith if you're not fighting for his promotion.
Right. And that makes sense there. I agree with that 100%. Some a lot of people don't like it's that, and like you said, entitlement.
And like I don't think that people should feel like they have to fight for K4. But like if you want to take free stuff from Keith, you should be back in his promotion, right? Like I don't see Mahmoud offering guys the ability to train for free if they fight for K4. Like because it really is a competition, and they're both ramping up. I don't know why. Like there's more than enough room for both people to compete fairly. Like
Right.
I've never had any problem with Mahmoud. Like they've always treated me good. I've called
Yep.
shows for them too. I've had my fighters fight for them. I would still have my fighters fight for them. Um, I don't I don't have any ill will for them either, but I'm just saying I understand where Keith was coming from this. Also, Cedric said they talked and they kind of made up. So I'm not sure exactly what happened. I'm going to talk with Keith and I'm going to get all the details. I'm not sure everything I talked to Keith about can be public. So before I talk to Keith and I get stuff I'm not supposed to say, because I'm not good at not saying what I'm not supposed to say, I thought we'd come out and have a talk where I'm not going to spill all the stuff I'm not supposed to say.
Right.
All right, now that we got that out of the way, if anyone has any problems with this, like please talk to me. We can do it in public setting or private. I think public is probably the way to do it so that we can all like talk and like brainstorm. I don't want it to
Yep.
turn into like a big shouting contest. We shouldn't be calling each other dumb or fighting about it. Like
Yeah.
everyone's got their own point of view, and we
Yep.
should share it and talk about it. That's how
Yeah.
we get things settled.
We all adults here. We could talk. We ain't gotta be screaming at each other, or we all adults here.
Yeah, and like I understand why you feel like you should be able to train for free. Like you shouldn't feel like you have to fight for K4. And I get that, and I understand both sides.
Yeah.
Um, I've heard both sides of it, and I do understand both sides. All right, now we have to switch gears to what's going on with Carlos, man. What do you and Carlos got going on, dog?
Well, it all started because he was being disrespectful with your post. About the Patrick Mix, and he's talking crap about he's talking shit about Patchy, and just saying he sucked, blah blah blah. He talked too much, blah 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 blah. I'm like, dude, like he's fighting in the highest level of MMA. He's fighting if I ain't saying nothing bad to him. I was like, yo, if I was fighting and you was fighting for the UFC, we wouldn't last 1 minute. And then he's like, oh, you're not built like me, blah, 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 blah. He get, talking shit to me. I'm like, do you want to, spar? Come to the gym and spar. We work. Oh, you challenged me to a fight? I'm like, dude, you never had a fight before, man. Like, like he's talking to me like I'm some of these females he's talking to at the gym, yelling, like, dude, like you don't know me. He's talking about he taking shots at me, so I'm just making fun of him. He says I don't want to let the demon out. I don't know what that means. Oh, I got a dark side. Like I'm telling him, like everybody got a dark side. So yeah, I guess it started from that. Your post, I thought it was disrespectful how he was talking. You put a positive post up, and he was just negative.
Yeah, so I'll get into that real quick, and then we'll come back to you.
Okay.
What I did is probably everyone watching has seen it. I put up about a post about how touched I was that packing his gloves, and then I loves him, and I'll always back them, and like it was a great thing, and it was a very loving post. I have a lot of love for Pat Mix. He's like a brother, dude, and like we're not like emotionally close, but like we went through battles together. I watched him grow, and like for me, MMA is like something I watched grow from something illegal to seeing my friend in the UFC, dude.
Yeah.
And that's an amazing journey. And then he wrote like it was pretty disrespectful towards Pat. He's like, I don't like that Pat was talking all that shit, blah blah blah. And then he got his ass kicked and like all that stuff, right? So I hit it, but before I hit it, you commented, so then he commented, and then you commented, and like really only I can see that. And so like a lot of the public can't see what's going on because
Right.
I don't want anything disrespectful
Yep.
on that Pat post because
Yep.
dude, I appreciate what Pat has done for me. Like he comes on this podcast. I'm not wearing a shirt, but I wore a shirt today.
Yep.
I have those gloves on my table, dude. I look at them every day, and I'm like, man, Pat Mixon made it to the UFC, dude. Like, um, somebody I know and I train with every day made it to the highest level there is. And he was already a Bellator world champion, he's KOTC world
Yep.
champion. Like you cannot take anything away from Pat Mix, especially if you never fought before. So
Yep.
I thought that was disrespectful. I mean, everybody has a right to say what they want to say. And like I didn't like what he said. I thought it was pretty disrespectful. But like he has an opinion to say whatever
Yep,
he wants, right?
that's
But
true.
like so I erased it. Like I seen that he wrote that on his own thing,
Yeah,
like his own post, and like you know what, like when you're in UFC, it's your job to talk shit, and like you get noticed for talking shit.
right.
You know what? And none of that is shit talking because if Pat gets him on the ground, he's gonna twist that dude up like a pretzel for sure. Just couldn't get his feet moving right. Third round, you can see how Pat could fight that guy. If he started in the third round like he did, if he started it in the first round like he fought in the third round, I think that's a whole different fight. Um, Pat never really has a lot of head movement. He's a pressure fighter. He gets you moving backwards, and he wasn't doing that in the first round. And there could be a lot of reasons. Who knows? I'm not Pat Nix. And just like Ryan said, this guy Ryan, we just had him on a podcast before. We watched a fight together, and he's like, "Man, who am I to say anything about Pat Nix? I roll with him. He kicks the shit out of me every day. Like, what am I gonna say that he doesn't know already? You know, like
Right.
everyone, Pat knows what to do. Pat knows how to fight. He's a world fucking champion in Bellator. So, whatever. Like, I didn't like that he wrote that, but he has a right to his own opinion.
Right.
But I didn't want that on the page, so I hit it
Yep.
right.
Yep.
And
Yep.
like, we had Carlos on the podcast before, and he has an anger problem, right? He's trying to get himself right. He's been kicked out of a few gyms. He got kicked out of WNY, got
Six
kicked out of
gyms,
Takeover.
six
What's that?
six six gyms in one and half a year.
Like four.
All
Then
right.
he got kicked out of Buma, so like he obviously has a problem with Buma, you know, because they
Yeah.
kicked him out. And then he went to South Towns, and everything was going good at South Towns. So I'm sure he considers a guy at South Towns his friends. So I'm sure Cedric and Austin feel like his friends to him, and it feels like his friends were hurt. So
Yeah.
I understand why he was upset. But I think it was disrespectful the way that he came after you too. So that's where
Yeah.
I stand on where you're at. So continue your story now.
Yeah. So when Cedric posted about getting kicked out the gym, I seen Carlos making comments about Keith and Boomer, saying real nasty stuff. And now I'm thinking to myself like this, here this guy go again. Yeah. And then he said some more stuff about Keith and K4 and talking about we need to boycott K4 and everybody in Buffalo sucks. All the gyms in Buffalo is trash. And that's when I said something to him. I called him. I called him a piece of shit. And then he started. We started going after each other. And then that's when he started with the threats. That when he see me, is a red light. When he see me, he gonna take a flight from Florida to Buffalo, and it's gonna be on. I better not call the cops after he beat me up. and it's funny too, because like everybody that knows me knows that I never call the cops. If I have a problem, I'm from Brooklyn, right? If I have a problem, I'm gonna take care of my problem. I don't call the cops. Like this guy don't know me. Like all my friends was laughing. They thought he was funny. But
It's funny because like you avoid our cop podcast. You like I every time I have a law enforcement officer on here, you avoid the podcast.
listen, I don't got a problem with cops, but like when I got problems, I'm from Brooklyn. We took care of the problems ourselves. We ain't never called the cops, I don't know what the hell he think I am. Like I bet you it's the other way around. I'll beat his ass, he called the cops. Guarantee that.
Man, I
Yeah,
don't
so
know.
he was messaging me with threats, and I believe he did the same thing with you, right?
Yeah, he messaged me. He said he was gonna beat you up. I didn't post him publicly like you.
So,
So
so I figured, I figured this though. Okay, I like, you know what? I'm laughing at him, and so I screenshot his threats, and then I make little jokes, post his threats on Facebook, make little jokes, everybody laughing, everybody think he's funny, and he gets madder and madder. He's like, "Stop posting about me."
so I have he texted me, texted you, he texted Butch. I'm sure he texted some other people.
I think he sent Tom Kilkenny a friend request.
Yeah, and Tom said some stuff to him too.
Yeah.
But so I had him on, and I understand like so he's got some stuff going on in his life, and
Yeah.
I tried to have him on the podcast. I tried to talk with him. I wanted to hear his side of the story. I don't think I think he's trying to be a good person, but I think he's just got some real anger problems, man. And I think this is what he always runs into. And I wanted to tell this to him in person, but then I was all fired up when he wrote me this, so I wanted to sleep on it and think about what I really wanted to say. And like, he's like, I'm gonna leave Raymond Lane in a bloody mess right in the parking lot of your gym if you don't get him to shut his effing mouth. Let me know what it is, Jeff. I'm gonna make arrangements to fly up there. I'm not effing around anymore. He's your student, trains at your gym, so therefore he's your responsibility. Isn't your gym supposed to be about integrity? Well, it seems to me that Raymond doesn't have any, so I'm gonna kick a fat boy's butt. He said the other word though. Now he's
Yeah.
posting stuff all over the place like it's funny. When he started this whole thing,
Yeah.
your gym is about integrity. If that's what you allow, I'm gonna leave it at that. Let that weigh on your conscience. And I thought about this. So I do feel like my gym is about integrity, but integrity is about being honest and truthful.
Right.
And I always said I want my gym to be like a traditional martial arts place, like with that kind of respect and love, but be able to really fight, not let be some bullshit. And I don't think that you started this. I think whenever someone sends you threatening messages, it's you should post them. So
Yep.
like if anything does happen, like you're protected. Um, don't like that he's questioning the gym. First of all, you don't really train with me. I've been
Right.
trying to get you to train with me for
I'm
years.
I'm
Um,
I'm an independent. I'm an independent contractor. That's fine.
I really want you to come train with me, but you don't really train with me.
Yep.
Second of all, I don't really like. I don't think what you did was wrong. You stood up for your friend. He attacked you. You attacked him back, and you have a habit of getting like underneath these people's skin, man. Like
Right.
you are very, very good at it. I don't know why people get so mad at you. Like I read it and I laugh. Like you got Ben so mad at you and you didn't really do nothing. Like you got the 765 guy so mad at you. We kind of both had a hand in that though. I
Yeah.
I I I was in on that, right? Like Carlos is so mad at you.
Yeah.
But I think you're a good person, man. And
And,
I think
and you know what, Caveman? Like when Carlos came on the podcast, I wanted him to come on the podcast because, like, he seemed like I know he had anger issues. A lot of people that lift weights seem like got anger issues for some reason. But I respected him. I felt bad for he was getting kicked out because of his anger issues. I just hoped he got help.
mhm.
It was just that him attacking Patchy Mix because we used to train with Patchy and we came up in the TNT fight series together. And if anybody's taking shot of anybody I know, they could be thinking about they could be taking shots of you, uh, anybody I know. I'm gonna defend them. I'm gonna defend you.
You can let people take shots at me. I can take care of myself.
I know you can. I know you can. But still, I will still have to say something though. I will still say something.
Yeah, I love it,
I know
man.
you could.
Anyway,
I know you could defend yourself. But I still gotta say something. I just don't like people taking shots at people I know.
yeah, dude, I respect that about you so much. You're always looking out for people. You're like a giant protector of everybody, and I
Oh,
like that.
and yeah, like I seen you taking shots at Keith and K4. I work for K4. I know Keith, so I'm going to protect them too, even though they don't need it. Keith don't need it. Anybody he attacks, I'm going to protect.
Yeah, I I was happy. He recently moved to Florida. I was like sending him messages, man. I'm happy you found a place. I hope this works out for you. Like I try to help this guy as much as I can, and like I don't I don't understand why. I just don't understand the anger. Um, I don't know. I wish I could do more, but I like. What are we supposed to do? I don't know. I'm trying not to like turn into like I want to like we had the podcast with Mackenzie. I really want to try and clean up the community, and I want to do it without drama. I just want, like I want good things to come out. Um, I love the way that Keith leads. Like he's very religious and like he
Yep.
tries to do the right thing all the time. And I'm trying to I'm trying to get away from the whole drama thing and
Right.
like I used to love it so much. I still do love it, like it's a battle with myself every time. But
Yeah.
I want to try and make this community a workable place for everybody. And
Yep.
we have a lot of different personalities,
Yeah.
and like we're not all gonna get along. That's why we need different gyms. And um, I don't know, man. It bothers me so much when people do this. I hate this, especially because it's not even an area, and
Yeah.
there's just so much drama now, and like it's a constant problem with certain people.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know. I've been trying to support Carlos quietly for a while, but I don't think I can do it anymore.
Well, with a person like him is everybody else's fault, but it's their fault, not my fault. You got kicked out of 4 gyms, and it's everybody else's fault. And the owners of the gyms, we know them owners, and they're good people, you
Yeah.
know.
Hmm.
So I don't know. He's just a mess, and he stopped threatening me since I posted the threats on Facebook and started making fun of him with it. Everybody laughing at him, like they're like, "Who's this guy?"
Yeah. I mean,
And
it's
then
not really.
it seemed like he got mad because of that. Like you threatening me, and I'm posting them up and making fun of you, and you mad at me for making fun of you because you threatening me? Really?
I would be mad too, Doc. I get that part.
And you know what? And I'm not threatening him. I'm not saying I'm going to do this to him or nothing like that. I'm just being quiet, just making fun of him for threatening me. So
Yeah.
and he's and he's mad about that. That I'm making fun of him, and he's like, "Stop." and then he got the nerve to say, "I got a session with him where he's the one who was making threats to me."
Yeah. That is true. And like I don't know what you sent to him privately, but everything I seen publicly, there wasn't anything too bad. And
No,
I don't know. Like
I
I
could, I
always
could,
got your back.
I could show.
You know me. I'm gonna tell you when I think you're wrong, and I don't think you're
Yeah,
wrong this time.
and K-Man, I could post the stuff up, posted on in there. I just started laughing at him when he threatening me,
Yeah.
and he's like, "You want to fight me? Tell me you want to fight me. Tell me you want to fight me." Like I'm not saying nothing. I'm just making fun of you. You threatening me? I'm gonna make fun of you.
Got you, man. And I hope I hope he watches this, and I hope he sees like both of what we're saying. And man, I hope you find some help, dude. I really do. I know you always say that you want to find God and you believe in God and stuff. So, like, follow the word, man. Like,
Yeah,
follow the word.
yeah. That's another thing. He got the God thing, and I'm like, this Jesus guy is threatening me. Oh man, but yeah, Carlos, man. I hope you get some kind of help, man, because you know, I'm not afraid of you. You could do all the threats you want. I'm just gonna make fun of you. That's all. You keep threatening me, I'm gonna make fun of you.
Yeah. Ray's not scared of nobody. Like everyone,
Yeah,
if
like
they kick your ass or not, Ray's not scared of you, dude. Ray's not
right.
scared of nothing.
I don't know, like I don't know what it is because I joke around a lot. Like he thinks like I'm supposed to be scared of him. Like I ain't scared of nobody. Like my friends, like you ain't scared. Of no. My friends know. They message. They leave the little comment on the post. They know. Like Carlos don't really know me. That's what it is. He thinks I'm kind
Yeah.
of a jokester and I'm supposed to be scared of him. But I'm not scared, Carlos.
Man, you turn into like a WWE promo instead of like a. You're such an instigator, dog. You're a bad person.
Hey, I keep it real though, okay, man.
You do keep it real. I try and keep it real too, but like I don't know, man. I was trying to help, but I can't help no more. I can't help people that won't help themselves.
Yeah, that's the thing, But like I said, I hope he gets some kind of help, because the way he's acting, it's not a good thing for him.
Yeah, I just wanted to be clear. I really did go home last night and after the fights, I just laid in bed for like 30 minutes, and I was like, man, am I not having integrity with this?
Right.
Because like when people bring the name of the gym, I name the gym integrity. So when I have these thoughts, like, and people think I'm not a good person, I want to know that I'm really being good. And like it's a challenge to have a gym named integrity. And I just want to make sure I'm doing the right thing. I feel
Right.
like we're doing the right thing.
Right.
And I feel like it's the right thing to stand up for Keith. I feel like it's the right thing to stand up for you.
And another thing I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna threaten nobody. I'm not stupid enough to threaten somebody on social media. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. You know, you make threats to me, I make fun of you. That's all I do on social media. Make fun of people that make threats to me or start
Yeah.
trouble. You know?
Uh-huh.
So
I try and do that too, but it ends up sounding not funny. My funny turns into mean, and I can't make it funny.
yeah.
All right, man. I just wanted to make sure. I wanted to talk a lot of drama in the community, and you were involved in it, so I
Yeah.
wanted to come on here. I think it's better to speak about it than type about it, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna repost this one as soon as I can, so um, everyone can listen to what we say. And if you have a problem with it, please contact us. Please talk. Um, Sorry, Keith, if you're mad about this when you watch this. Um, I know I should have talked to you first, but I really, if you said something I'm not supposed to say, I'm not sure I could not say it. So I want to make sure that I say what I wanted to say, and then I can go back to being reserved and keep secrets and stuff. Because Keith, like when people do things to Keith, he
Yeah.
doesn't want to talk about it. Like he won't stand up for it. He's just gonna
Right.
do what he needs to do. He's like so honorable, way more than me.
Yeah.
And like I want to be able to come out and say what I say and be like a protector of my friend.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you know what you can't say, it's harder to protect somebody.
Yeah.
And I don't know what's going on at FCP and K4. I know there's a lot of stuff going behind the scenes. I heard some stuff from you, but I haven't heard anything from Keith.
Okay.
So until I hear from Keith, I can say whatever I want to say.
Right. Yeah. And another thing I'm gonna say before we leave is I love Keith like a brother. You know, he gave us a job. I want K4 to grow bigger and expand. I want to try to do whatever I can to help that happen. I'm a loyal dude, so I'm gonna be loyal to K4 and Keith. I got no problem for the guys in Rochester. They could do their own thing. That's fine. I got no problem with that. I just want to work on K4 and make it bigger.
I want to make K4 bigger, and I want to keep doing this podcast thing. I want to keep supporting all the local fighters, whoever they fight for. It
Yeah.
doesn't have to be for
Yeah.
K4 either. Like,
And that's another thing too. I want Caveman Corner to be big. I want to talk to guys from Arizona. I want to talk to fighters from North Dakota, everywhere, national.
yeah, we have like two separate interests. Like K4 is interest for us, but so is like every fighter in the area. So whoever you fight for, like we're more than happy to have anyone on, and
Yep.
we'll support everyone that fights for FCP. We'll support you fight for K4.
Yep.
Obviously, like I write for K4. I do I do a lot of social media stuff for K4. So like they're gonna get a lot of my time and attention, and like I get paid for it. So of course I'm gonna support all the guys that fight for K4, and I'm gonna give you extra stuff. But like Mason Lewis is fighting for FCP. He's a
Yep.
Cavemns sponsored athlete, dude. We love that guy to death.
Yep.
Wherever
Love
he
Mason
fights, we
Lewis.
support him.
I gotta say something though. Mason Lewis sticked up for me though.
Did he?
Yeah.
What did he do?
He said he got my back.
Oh
He got
man,
my
Mason
back.
Lewis, what a guy.
He said he knows me. He said I'm a cool, laid back guy. Yeah. So I appreciate that, Mason Lewis. You're one of my favorite fighters. I love when you fight. I love when you take people in the air and throw them flying. Yeah, Yep. And let's go, Mason Lewis, for the win.
Yes, sir. All right, we got two K4 shows coming up. We got July and August. July, we're not going to give away Cavemns Corners bonuses because we're going to be far away. August, $100 bonuses for Fight of the Night. August, $100 bonuses for KO of the Night. $100 bonus for Submission of the Night. Come support. Come earn some money. We love you guys. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment if you got a problem with anything we said, and
Yep.
we'll address it right in here. If not, we start another post, whatever we need to do. Let's clean up some of this community. And then, like, if we don't talk it out, it's always going to be a problem. Let's not make drama. Let's just say our opinions.
Yep.
Right?
I agree 100%.
All right, guys. We love you all. Thank you. Thank you always, Ray, for creating drama for us to talk about.
I know, man. Like Cayman, like I said, man, like if I see somebody talking about somebody I know, I feel like I gotta say something, in my big mouth,
Thank you to Patchy Mix for the gloves. I appreciate you so much.
Class act.
Thank you to JCR Transport for all the stars on the podcast. We always appreciate your support.
Ed Rogers, the man.
Thank you to Best Buds Dispensary for hooking Ray up with a lot of stuff and not giving me nothing.
Yeah. Hey, Cayman, we gotta meet Rodney. I gotta introduce you to him.
All right, let's do it. We were supposed to do that last weekend.
Yeah, we take care. We do it.
All right, dog. I love you to death. I'm glad you're not in New Jersey. And we'll see you all soon on the other side of Cavemns Corner. We out.
Peace.